Hello everyone. Welcome back to our channel, Immigration Canada. We hope you're doing great. In this video, we're going to talk about June 2025 shock. Canada's work permit rules take a bold new turn. A major shift just hit Canada's immigration scene, yet hardly anyone's talking about it. As of May 27, 2025, temporary foreign workers can now start new jobs immediately after submitting a work permit application. No more waiting for approval. It's a game changer for workers and industries alike. If you are interested in this topic, please pay attention and watch the video through to the end to get all the information. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. Something major just shifted in Canada's immigration landscape, and surprisingly, not enough people are talking about it. As of May 27, 2025, a new federal policy allows thousands of temporary foreign workers to start new jobs immediately after submitting a work permit application, without waiting for approval. This is not just a technical tweak, it's a bold leap aimed at tackling Canada's growing labor shortages. But is this the solution the country truly needs, or a stepping stone toward more comprehensive immigration reform? What changed? Instant job mobility for foreign workers. The heart of the new policy lies in job mobility. TFWs who wish to change employers can now begin working in their new role the moment they file a new work permit application. No more long delays waiting for Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada to process their paperwork. This new regulation replaces pandemic-era provisions that expired and brings a much-needed boost to industries like healthcare, technology, construction, and agriculture, which are all in dire need of labor. Why now? Labor shortages and economic urgency. Canada welcomed over 240,000 TFWs in 2024 alone, playing a vital role in sectors experiencing acute workforce gaps. However, under the previous system, workers faced significant bureaucratic hurdles if their employer downsized or their job role changed. Many were left in limbo, unable to work, but not required to leave. The updated policy is designed to eliminate those delays, enabling both workers and employers to adapt quickly to a fast-changing labor market. Who qualifies? Eligibility and exemptions. This policy isn't a free-for-all. To qualify, a TFW must hold valid temporary resident status in Canada, have a job offer from a new employer, submit a new work permit application with the appropriate exemption request. The exemptions come under the Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations, which temporarily lift conditions that normally tie workers to specific employers or job types. This means greater job flexibility, reduced periods of unemployment, and less exploitation risk. How it works in real life. Let's say a TFW working in Ontario's farming sector gets a new offer in Alberta's construction industry. Under the old system, they have to stop working until the permit was approved, a process that could take weeks or even months. Now, they simply file the new application and start working the next day. For workers who live paycheck to paycheck, this is nothing short of transformative. Concerns and criticisms. Is the policy too rushed? Not everyone is celebrating. Critics argue that the policy could create confusion about who qualifies, lead to processing bottlenecks, and even increase the risk of employer abuse without stronger oversight. Moreover, the reform stops short of providing a pathway to permanent residency, leaving many TFWs still in a precarious legal position. Some see this as an overdue fix. Others worry it's a band-aid solution to a deeper structural issue. IRCC extends policy allowing foreign workers on closed work permits to change employers. Foreign nationals on closed work permits will continue to benefit from a COVID-era temporary public policy allowing them to change employers and/or occupations prior to obtaining a new work permit. Under this policy, a foreign worker on closed work permit can obtain authorization from Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada to begin working for a new employer and/or in a new occupation prior to obtaining a new work permit. Normally, a foreign national on an employer-specific work permit also known as a closed work permit, is only legally authorized to work for the employed named on the permit and in the occupation named on the work permit, and would need to wait to be issued a new work permit prior to beginning to work for a different employer or in a new role. Foreign nationals can apply for this exemption if they meet the following conditions: are in Canada with valid temporary resident status, including maintained status, have submitted an application for a work permit or work permit extension, were authorized to work in Canada when they submitted their application, and intend to work for a new employer and/or occupation specified on a job offer. The foreign national must apply for this public policy exemption and must request that the exemption apply to them until a decision has been made on their application. Prior to beginning work in their new job, a foreign national must wait for confirmation from IRCC that they have been successful in obtaining this exemption. They can typically expect to receive this email within 10 to 15 days. More details on how to apply for this exemption are available on IRCC's website, as well as in CIC News's earlier article. The new public policy, effective May 27, 2025, revokes and replaces the original policy, which was first signed in May of 2020. The only significant change relative to the older policy is the removal of the exemption to the requirement to provide biometrics for the new work permit application. The new policy is set to remain in effect until revoked. As with all temporary public policies, this policy can be revoked at any time without notice. This policy brings faster job mobility and fresh hope for many, but questions remain. Is it a stepping stone to deeper reform or just a quick fix? Either way, it's a pivotal moment in Canada's approach to foreign labor. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
June 2025 shocked Canada's work permit rules take a whole new turn. Familiar policy shifts in Canadian immigration now allows thousands of temporary foreign workers to switch jobs immediately after submitting a new work permit applications without waiting for prior approval from Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. Active May 27, 2025, this update places the COVID era provision and aims to address urgent labor shortages in key sectors such as healthcare, construction, tech, and agriculture. Qualified foreign workers must hold valid temporary resident status, have a new job offer, and apply for a work permit on with an expansion request under IRPR. Once IRCC confirms the expansion, typically within 10 to 15 days, the applicant can start working right away. While the move enhances job mobility and reduces exploration's risk, critics warn it may cause confusion, processing delays, and lacks a clear path to permanent residency still. For many TFW, this change is a transformative step toward fair labor participation and faster workforce integration.